Good morning, fast trackers. If you're in Australia, that is. It's 6:15. 6:15 in the morning. And for all my fast track friends overseas, happy Thursday? Yes, it's Friday morning here. And welcome back. This is the last one this week. We've just started this February fun thing. I've committed myself to doing this for 10 minutes each day, each weekday. Well, Sunday to Thursday if you're in overseas, and just see what happens. And it's been a nice experience so far. Sydney, Australia. It's supposed to be thunderstorms again with 31 degrees. We haven't had any. There hasn't been any thunderstorms, but there's been a huge flood at Townsville in Queensland. You might have heard of. Oh, listen, when I go for my walk down to Coogee Beach, I see a fella down there who fishes off. He fishes off the cliff top. So the other day I took a photo of him. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there you go. There he is, putting bait on his hook. I'm going to take that little photo down to him today, and his name is Nicholas, and he's got a little memento of his persistence. He's always down there. Okay, now what have we been doing all week? Well, the very first day I showed you how to improvise, and just the black notes, right? That's one way of improvising, an easy way for you to enjoy just playing the piano without having to practice. Just play black notes, yeah. On the next day, I showed you a little bit on how to read music. The lines are, every good boy deserves fruit. Where's that? E, G, B, D, and F. Interesting chord. Bit weird, isn't it? And on on the third day, I showed you a little party piece. If you go to a party, it's always great to be able to just go over to the piano and be able to play away. And I showed you the start of a piece called Blue Monk. Okay, and yesterday I showed you, what did I show you yesterday? I can't remember. Exercises, how to get your hands going. And if you just put your right hand here, don't try and play it slowly, just up and back, up and back, up and back. And with your left hand, then together. I used to practice my scales for an hour a day back in the 70s. Yeah. And it's sort of still with me. It's important for you to be able to move your fingers around. So if you're a beginner, your fingers aren't used to having that sort of dexterity. So you just take your time. And if you put a coin on your hand and try and keep it there. It's not about being fast. Yeah, okay. Right. So then now, today on the fifth day, had a great night last night. Had a choir. I run a choir, community choir. And we had 52 people turn up. We had a ball. With the song we did was G'day Joe, thanks for chiming in. Do you know what song that is, Joe? Now I've got a recording studio here. If I could pan the cameras around, you'd see a piano, a drum kit, beautiful sunrise coming up, and all my other instruments and things. And I've been doing this for 40 years probably. And this song is probably the most popular song sung by girls in my studio. Super Hotel, you got it, baby. Summertime Indeed by George and Ira Gershwin. What a song. We did it with the choir last night. They had a ball. We did 3-part harmonies and stuff, and we had a lot of fun. That's good. Now, what if you wanted to sing the song yourself at home? Some people play the piano and they just do little tunes, yeah? Yeah, and that's nice. Just playing little tunes on the piano, that's fine, great. You notice my mouth is shut while I'm playing that little tune. But what happens if you actually want to sing? I had a guy who came in here once and I taught him a C chord, but his little finger went one too high and he ended up doing this. And I said to him, John, imagine if you actually played an extra little bit at the end there. I can feel a little thing at the end. Maybe you could go something like... Now, John Lennon, I don't know if he ever had any piano lessons. They were just geniuses, these guys. They were able to just pick up little instruments and have a go and make something that people would like to listen to. So what is this stuff? These are called chords, and if you know your chords, you can do millions of songs. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So I'm going to show you the most important chord in the world. I call these big fat chords. Why big fat chords? Well, normally when you play the piano, you just do a little C chord like this. You got C, E, G. C, E, G. Ah, dear. Okay, now I realise that I'm getting up early in the morning to do these things, and I did commit myself to do it, but I've only got 4 people watching, so I need a little bit of encouragement to want to do this more. I know people watch it after I've done it, but really the idea is to build up a little bit of a community while I'm actually doing this. So if you can make it, that's fantastic. It gives me a lot of encouragement to get out of bed in the dark and do this. So if I'm going to commit 3 more weeks to it, I'd like to see a few more hook on to there. But if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But it'd be good. So please say hello. Please say hello. There's this big fat. There's a C chord. You got C, E, G. Okay. Now what about this hand? What do you do with that? Well, you could just do the same thing. C, E, G. It's okay. I'm going to show you a big fat C chord. Now here it is. C, C in the left hand. Octave in the left hand. C, C. And in the right hand you've got E, G, and C. This is gold. What I'm showing you is gold. C, C in the left hand. And in the right hand you've got E, G, C. That is a big fat C chord. So when you get a music book and you've got the lyrics written, on top of it you'll see letters like C, F, B flat, A minor. They're the chords. They're the chords you've got to play on the piano. Now most guitar players teach themselves to play chords. They just pick things up. On the piano, there's not so much. People don't really tell you. They show you more about classical stuff. So if you've got to play a big fat C chord, like in the start of Imagine, you play it like this. Then it goes to an F chord. And F is 1, 2, 3. Here's F. Now, people that have never played these big fat chords before will feel funny about the left hand doing that, just an octave. It's a big stretch for them. You have to get used to it. So that's an F chord, and that's a big fat C chord. This is a big fat F chord, and this is a big fat C chord. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. So that song is just a C chord going to an F chord. You could just play it with your left hand. Da 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 da. But you may as well play with two, and then you can play a big fat sound. How long have we been going for, Daryl? We've been going for 11 minutes. I have to go. So I'll think about whether I should do it again next week. We had a very small audience today, so I'll think twice about whether it should continue. But it'd be lovely to hear some support. Maybe a lot of people couldn't get on today, and you could just let me know. Send me an email. Go to the website fasttrackpiano.com and just send me an email from there and say, "Hey Daz, we love your stuff. Keep coming. We'd like you to keep doing it. Keep getting up and doing your little 10-minute lessons. Otherwise, I'll consider just chilling out and staying in bed for a bit longer." Okay, it would be great to build this thing up. I'd love to do it. See ya.